Diego Maradona's Hand of God, the goal that shook the world. Few moments in soccer history have been as controversial, unforgettable, and iconic as Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal during the 1986 FIFA World Cup quarter-final between Argentina and England. Played on June 22, 1986, at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, the match became legendary, not just because of Maradona's hand-assisted goal, but also because of his second goal, widely considered one of the greatest goals of all time. The Hand of God represents both the beauty and controversy of football, a game where brilliance and deception often intertwine. Context: the 1986 World Cup and the Argentina-England rivalry. To fully understand the significance of the Hand of God, we must consider the historical and political context. The Falklands War between Argentina and the United Kingdom had ended just 4 years earlier, in 1982, with Britain emerging victorious. While this was a sporting event, tensions between the two nations remained high, and for many Argentinians, this match wasn't just about football, it was about national pride and revenge. On the field, Argentina was led by their magical captain, Diego Maradona, who had been in outstanding form throughout the tournament. England, on the other hand, had Gary Lineker, their star striker, who would go on to win the Golden Boot as the tournament's top scorer. The game was expected to be intense, and it did not disappoint. The Hand of God goal, the moment that would be etched in history, came in the 51st minute. Maradona, always looking to create opportunities, attempted to combine with Jorge Valdano near England's penalty area. England's Steve Hodge misjudged his clearance, sending the ball high into the air toward his own goal. Maradona, who was much shorter than England's goalkeeper Peter Shilton, instinctively jumped for the ball, but instead of using his head, he punched it into the net with his left hand. For a brief moment, there was confusion. Shilton and the English players immediately protested, signaling for handball, but the Tunisian referee, Ali bin Nasser, allowed the goal to stand. With no VAR, video assistant referee, or extensive replays at the time, the decision stood. As Maradona wheeled away in celebration, the English players surrounded the referee, pleading their case, but to no avail. After the match, Maradona famously described the goal, saying it was scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. The phrase "hand of God" became immortalized in football history, symbolizing a moment of both cheating and genius. The goal of the century, Maradona's redemption. While the Hand of God was the most controversial moment of the match, what followed just 4 minutes later silenced critics and confirmed Maradona's status as one of the greatest players ever. In the 55th minute, he picked up the ball inside his own half, dribbled past 5 England players, including Peter Beardsley, Peter Reid, Terry Butcher, Terry Fenwick, and finally goalkeeper Peter Shilton, before slotting the ball into the net. This goal, often referred to as the goal of the century, was a perfect contrast to the Hand of God. Pure skill, breathtaking dribbling, and unstoppable determination. It remains one of the greatest goals in World Cup history, showcasing Maradona's genius with the ball at his feet. The aftermath and controversy. Argentina went on to win the match 2-1, with England pulling a goal back through Gary Lineker in the 80th minute. Maradona's performance was both infamous and legendary, making him a hero in Argentina and a villain in England. In the post-match press conference, Maradona was evasive when asked whether he had handled the ball, leading to decades of debate. For England, the loss was painful, with many believing they were robbed of a fair match. Peter Shilton, England's goalkeeper, remained bitter about the incident for the rest of his career, criticizing Maradona for never apologizing. However, for Argentina, the victory was about more than football. Many Argentinians saw it as revenge for the Falklands War, and Maradona became a national icon, almost a godlike figure. His actions, while controversial, solidified his status as the ultimate competitor, someone who would do anything to win. Argentina went on to win the 1986 World Cup, defeating West Germany 3-2 in the final, with Maradona playing a crucial role. He lifted the trophy as the undisputed best player of the tournament, cementing his place among football's greatest legends. Legacy of the Hand of God, decades later. The Hand of God goal remains one of the most talked about moments in football history. It raises fundamental questions about fair play and sportsmanship. Should Maradona be condemned for cheating, or should he be celebrated for outsmarting the referee? The incident is a reminder that football is not just about skill, it's about intelligence, instinct, and sometimes bending the rules to win. Maradona himself never showed regret. In later interviews, he even joked about the goal, admitting that it was indeed a handball, but also insisting that he would do it again if given the chance. To him, it was a moment of cunning brilliance, a testament to his ability to seize any advantage on the pitch. The impact of the Hand of God extends beyond just football. It has been referenced in films, documentaries, and even political discussions. FIFA later introduced VAR, Video Assistant Referee, in part to prevent similar incidents in the modern game, ensuring that such controversial moments could be reviewed and overturned. Conclusion: Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal is one of the most controversial yet legendary moments in the history of football. It showcased both the flaws of the sport and the genius of one of its greatest players. While England fans see it as an act of cheating, Argentina celebrates it as a stroke of cunning brilliance that helped propel them to World Cup glory. More than just a goal, the Hand of God represents the dual nature of Maradona himself: flawed, unpredictable, but undeniably one of the greatest players to ever step on a football pitch. Even in death, his legend lives on, and the 1986 quarterfinal against England remains one of the most iconic matches in football history. No matter which side of the debate you stand on, one thing is certain: football has never seen another player quite like Diego Maradona.